Hello everyone, Nat Squire here. Let's get back into my video. So, today I'll be going over 5 more video game birds. Now, you may have seen my original top 5 video game birds from a bit ago. I believe it's my channel trailer right now. And I had a lot of requests for birds that I left out, and even me, I had some regrets like, I wish I put this bird in. So I decided I'm going to make it a whole series. And seeing as I am a bird, it's on theme for the channel. So, these videos will entail me going over 5 video game birds in no particular order. This way I can keep going, because if I kept ranking them, it'd get weird since I put my favorite in the first video. So, we'll just be going over 5 video game birds, and at the end, I'll put them on an overall tier list that contains every bird I've covered yet so far. So, without further ado, I think we should just jump right into it. Let's start with the first bird we'll be talking about today, which it was a crime that they weren't included in last video. To be honest, I just forgot they existed, but they're amazing. The goose from Untitled Goose Game. This goose, he's amazing. He's very mischievous, obviously. With the whole point of the game is that he goes around ruining people's days. He's really great. The only issue is that peace was never an option. And that's kind of hard to deal with him, since he's always going to attack you because of his mantra of peace is never an option. So that's why he's not the best video game bird, because I wouldn't really want to hang out with him. But from a distance, his antics are very entertaining, so it's enjoyable. The next bird we're going to be talking about is Corviknight from Pokemon. Now, he would have been on the list last time, but I didn't want to overflow it with Pokemon, which is kind of weird because I overflowed that one with Animal Crossing, so I'm not sure what my bird brain was thinking. But we'll just continue with Corviknight here. Now, Corviknight is a really cool raven. The Corviknight comes from Corvid, I believe, is those type of birds you see, the raven family, like the crow family, those black birds. And he's also a knight, which stems from, I'm guessing, his steel typing, where he has steel plating around him. And it's just, his design looks really cool. They do a great job of, it's simple, but it's complex enough that it's interesting to look at. He's also huge, which I somehow didn't get during my playthrough, even though they're like, he can carry around people on taxis. But I still didn't realize he was that big until I watched the Pokemon Twilight Wings episode, where you see that he's just a gigantic bird, and I love birds, and I love huge birds, and he's really fluffy, and I want to hug him. Okay, moving on, we're going to go to our next video game bird we're going to cover, King DDD. King DDD he's great. Now, the reason he wasn't on last list is because, to be honest, I don't consider him a bird until I sat down to decide who was going to be on this list. I was like, wait a second, King DDD is meant to be a penguin. And King DDD, he's very motivated, I guess is the best way to put it. He contrary to popular belief, well, I feel like I hear more people correcting it than people actually saying it, so I'm not sure if it is actually contrary to popular belief. King Dedede isn't the main villain of the Kirby series. He's only the actual villain, I think, in the first game, Kirby's Dream Land. The rest of them, when you fight him, it's either a misunderstanding, or it's like a friendly rivalry. Like, I think it's Revenge of the King in Kirby Superstar Ultra, where you fight him just because he wants to settle the rivalry. He doesn't even do anything bad, he just wants to fight you. And you end up winning, obviously, so he admits defeat. But that sort of extends out how King Dedede is a really nice guy. He cares for his subjects, and his subjects care for him. That's, again, in Revenge of the King, which I think gives the best characterization for King Dedede. You see, it introduces Bandana Waddle, the best Kirby character, and you see how really devoted he is to King Dedede. And he fights for him, even though he's really weak, because he hasn't picked up the spears yet. It's like, it really shows how he must be an amazing king in order to get this great following. The only issue is the anime shows King Dedede, he makes him entertaining, but to be honest, it kind of goes against his characterization in the games. So the anime brings him down a bit, not a lot since it's not canon, but it affects my perception of him. But he's still high up in my book, even including the anime. We're going to continue on to Anchovy. Now, Anchovy, he's great. His name is Anchovy. I've said Anchovy like 5 times in this sentence. His name is Anchovy, And that's great because in Animal Crossing, it's a life simulator, so you're catching fish and stuff, which always comes up in life simulators for whatever reason. And you get the fish, and there's a fish called an anchovy, right? Well, I'm gonna put up on the screen right now pictures of when I gave anchovy an anchovy. And he's talking about how much they're similar, and that's just it's amazing and adorable. So I hope you guys like it as much as I do. But that's really off topic because that's not really why I like him. I like him because he was my best friend in Animal Crossing New Leaf. I just kind of latched onto him, and I just hung out with him from then on. And so I actually bought his amiibo card for use in Animal Crossing New Horizons just because I wanted him in my island so badly. So I got him, and now he's just chilling with the rest of my crew. We're gonna move on to the Duck Hunt Duck. This one's a very retro pick since Duck Hunt Duck hasn't appeared in a game beside like outside of Smash Bros. Many years, probably more than 30, over 30 years. The Duck Hunt Duck hasn't appeared in a game besides Smash Bros. So it hasn't had its own game in that long. But I feel like you can't undermine what this did for the video game industry. Almost any game that came out around the NES time, it's very influential because of this. The Duck Hunt would often come packaged in with Super Mario Bros, which was one of the most important games of all time. So the way they would come together sort of cemented Duck Hunt in everyone's mind. And to be honest, I think that's why Duck Hunt got so big, because I doubt many people would have sought out Duck Hunt itself if it didn't come packaged with Mario so often. And another great part about it is that in Smash Bros, him and the dog are actually really fun to play as because of their whole they're annoying, really annoying, and it's fun to annoy people sometimes. So they go in for all their shots and stuff because almost all their stuff are projectiles somehow, and they all have super long range. Yeah, it's still powerful. So it's just fun to go around. The can especially is fun, but you always catch people off guard when the can starts coming for them. So that was my list, and I like it a lot. So I'm putting up on the screen right now what my overall ranking is. We can see everyone. It's on a tier list format. You can see everyone there, including myself, because I think I'm important enough to be there. Be sure to comment down below what your favorite video game birds are, and also be sure to like this video to help me out and get this video suggested to more people. And of course, be sure to subscribe, because I'm super duper close to my goal of 100 subscribers. I'm in the 90s right now, so every little subscription really helps me towards that goal. So be sure to do that just to help me out. Okay, guys, stay cool!